guys, this is Hero from Aqua Card Games. New October 2022 Forbidden and Limited list has been released, and I'll be giving my full insight about the cards that are included in this list and the cards that I think should have been in this list as well. So, first off, we have the Wandering Griffin Rider. So, previously, we have the Rite of Aramis here and Watering Enchantress as limited. Now, we have the Griffin Rider from unlimited to prohibited. So, we should expect at least one of Aramis or Enchantress to go up to semi-limited now. And with the hit for the Griffin Rider, some players might try to use Illegal Knight as a replacement, but I don't think it will have the same success as what Griffin provided, because Griffin Rider is just too good, a Omni-Negate. And the previous deck that used this was the Adventurer Tenyi. Being level 7, it provides access to the Tomahawk. So, yeah, Illegal Knight is also level 7, but it does not provide the Omni-Negate. So, it also helps the deck to have a chance to stand on its own, because still Adventurer is a archetype that can be a deck on its own. They have very good cards. They have recent support in the form of Sacred Spirit Vessel. But yeah, without the Griffon, it would prevent the engine to be splashed around to other decks. Next, we have the Union Carrier. So, when discussing about the upcoming ban list, Union Carrier has been debatable, since some players wanted the hit to be on the Buster Dragon instead of the Carrier, but Konami decided with the Carrier. So I think it's the right move, since Carrier is just too good. This could be a hit to the Drytron as well, providing that they would not have any access to Eva anymore, rather than getting it by Beatrice. So yeah, another hit to the Adamancipator, since they will be losing the Black Dragon. So yeah, a lot will get hit with the Union Carrier, as well as the previous second place in the Japan Championship, which uses Union Carrier to get access to the Fairy Tail Snow. So I think this is the right move, and it deserves to get the ban. Next, we have the newly limited card. So first off, we have the Swap Frog. So this is a very weird hit. The previous deck that uses this was Sprite alongside with the Union Carrier. So this is probably the second hit for the Sprite engine or the Sprite deck. Totally Awesome got banned, the previous ban list. So I don't think Swap Frog should have been here. I don't know if I'm missing something, but yeah, the main goal of the Sprite is just to go to Carrier and the Buster, but I don't think hitting Swap Frog was necessary. I mean, it's just a bit overkill. So next we have the Agido. So Agido, surprisingly, is very good. Despite Kelbeck being the hand trap, Agido really just provides a easy access to rank force with its effect from the hand. So when a card is sent from the deck or hand to your opponent's graveyard, you can use Agido to special summon itself and one Earth Fairy except Agido. So in Tier Laments, it's just easy access to going into Abyss Dweller, which is very good in mirror matches. So Agido is now at 1, and let's see what other hits the Ishizu engine could have. Oh, so we have Keldo. Keldo is the searcher of the deck. So I'll be expecting no more. So Agido and Keldo for the Ishizu hit. So Keldo can special summon itself by discarding one Earth Fairy, and it just search for another one. So another access to your level or to your rank 4, because if you use this effect to discard an Earth Fairy, then special summon this, you can add another level 4 Earth Fairy, which you can normal summon and just make another rank 4 or link to. So with Keldo, it also Uh, Alongside Mudora, it's very disruptive, returning cards from the graveyard back to the deck. It helps your deck to recycle some of the pieces that you might need, and also it provides disruption to other decks that may need their graveyard. So example of that was the branded. So branded fusion, if they activate it, and then Albas is sent to the graveyard, they can just chain Keldo or Mudora, returning Albas. Usually, it would stop the opponent from making Mirror Jade. So, a very disruptive cards. So, it deserves the limit here. But, I really want all the Ishizu engine to be limited. They're just too broken on its own. Agido and Kelbeck just provides a lot of meal. Hitting Agido may also be a good thing because it lessens the consistency of milling Kelbeck and Agido together to mill 10. Because sometimes tier laments opt out to deck out their opponent to win. But now with one Agido, it's very unlikely now. But still, I really wanted the Kelbeck and Agido, and as well as the Keldo Modora in the limited. So at least we got some hits from 2 of the 4 problematic Ishizu cards. Next, we have the Splight Jet. So, I think Konami doesn't want to hit high rarity cards with Splight Blue, so they chose Splight Elf. But it's reasonable because Splight Jet is your access to your Splight Starters, Splight Smasher, and the Trap card. I think it should have been blue, but I think Jet is still a very good hit because because it gives you access to your starter, but blue can still search Jet, so I don't know. But still, another hit to Sprite, surprisingly. So this is the 3rd hit in the Sprite deck, even though Ishizu is the undoubtedly tier 1 of the meta. So we have 2 hits for the tier and 3 for the Sprite so far. Oh, another hit. So Herald of Orange Light to limited. This card is so good that Tier Laments doesn't run Ash Blossom anymore because with Herald of Orange Light, if you negate your opponent with Orange Light discarding a Kelbeck or Agido, it means you will use the effect of Kelbeck or Agido to mill 5, which means you can do Tier Laments combo during the opponent's turn. So you disrupted them and then you are playing on the opponent's turn. So it's very good. It deserves the hit. Another hit to Tier Laments here, and I'll include Drytron getting another hit. So Drytron getting hit with the Union Carrier and the Herald of Orange Light. So the newly limited Yatagarasu, I don't think this will do much. I don't think this would be impactful in the meta. So yeah, it got limited in the TCG if I'm correct. But yeah, doesn't do well in the current format, so it deserves to get limited. Wow, the field spell of Tier Laments and the starter, so both are hit here. So limited. When I was talking about the ban list before, one of my prediction is the field getting limited, which I got right. This is just too good for a field spell. So it gives all fusion monster and Tier Laments plus 500. It searches and then it pops a card. It's just very good. And I think in the next set, we will have a linked one for the Tier Laments that will search for a field spell if we're basing it on the pattern of the Scarecrow, in which Scarecrow got the searcher for their field via a link one. So maybe we will get that link one soon. And yeah, it deserves to get limited. It also makes the deck of Tier Laments now spacious. So a lot of hits in the Tier Laments now. No more terraforming for the deck. So next, another hit to the Sprite, the starter. So this one is another card that I predicted to get limited. So starter is just very good. It's in its name. It has the name starter. So basically, this do pretty much most of the combos with Sprite. So you go starter, blue will search, and then you do shenanigans with Giant and Elf. So it really deserves the hit. And I don't expect it to be the last hit for Sprite. So we got 3 hits from the Sprite now. So maybe there's some more. Next is we have... Oh, so that's all the limited. We have the Flundery's Field Spell. Finally, last ban list. This card got semi-limited. I think it was weird that it was semi-limited because it still performs very well at 2. Plus the quick play spell card of the Flunderies can search this. But now at 1, I think the Flunderies losing this card is very crucial now. Flunderies is still good, but now I think it puts the nail in the coffin because it really ruins their consistency because they would rely on Rubina most of the time with the field spell getting hit. Oh, next is from Forbidden, which is the Time Seal. Skip the draw phase if I'm not mistaken, because this is a very old card. I think the only deck that will use this would be Labyrinth. But I want to see if they can really abuse this card. But yeah, limited Time Seal. I don't know if the TCG hit this as well. I returned this to limited as well. But yeah, that's all for the limited. For the semi-limited, we have ABC Buster Dragon. TCG has this at 3 if I'm not forgotten, but they have Union Hanger at 1. I don't know if I'm right. I'm only going to check it later. But yeah, very good that ABC will have the Buster Dragon at 2 now. They badly need this, so they only needed 2. They don't need the 3rd copy anymore because the deck consists mostly of Link Monster. But yeah, in exchange of Union Carrier, we have the Buster Dragon. So before the ban list, I'm really predicting this as semi-limited if Union Carrier was hit. So I'm correct with this one as well. Double Iris, putting this into 2 doesn't do much. I think I'll predict that the next ban list this will go to 3 because TCG has this at 3 and does not do much. Next, the Water Enchantress. So of course, Griffon getting hit, we would certainly be getting Aramesir and Aqua Monster at 2 at some point. So now we have the Watering Enchantress at semi-limited. So like I said, with Griffon Rider, this will help the Adventurer to stand on its own. Another hit, the Tearlaments. We have Tearlament Sabnis. As I was mentioning Herald of Orange Light earlier, having cards that would make you play during the opponent's turn is very good. So with Havnis, having the chance to mill at least just one Tearlament or even a Kelbeck or Agido, it provides access to your combo during the opponent's turn. So it's very disrupting. So it deserves the semi-limit here. But still, it's going to be consistent because so far in the engine of Tearlaments, the only thing that got hit now is Havnis and the field spell. Oh wow, next is the Shifter, Dimension Shifter. So this is a hit generally for side decks. So this is very good actually. Shifter is very good because during your turn, if you use Shifter, your opponent doesn't have any answer to Shifter. It forces them to play without graveyard during their turn. I think this is a hit for the Flunderies as well. So because this is their favorite hand trap. Now it's at semi-limited. It reduced the consistency of throwing the Shifter. I felt Shifter was so annoying, just like how Cyphering Gear Gamma was annoying. So hoping that this card gets limited. Next we have the Phantom Knights of Thornscale. So I love this card. I used to play Phantom Knights, and having this at 2 doesn't change a lot, but finally we're getting back some of the Phantom Knights that got hit. Finally, Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm getting semi-limited. My wish list, last ban list, was to get Raigeki to limited, and it caught me off guard that they even bump it to 3. So last ban list we have triple Lightning Storm, triple Raigeki, triple Darkhold, triple Slumber, triple Evenly. A lot of these board breakers. finally, Lightning Storm got hit because actually players are playing triple Lightning Storm, one Heavy Storm, so back row deck does not have any chance. And as I observed with this card, this forces the opponent to play around it after side decking. So during game 2 and game 3, opponents are expecting Lightning Storm. So it forces the opponent to play their monster into defense position. So it's just not healthy when it comes to side decking that you have your opponent to be forced to put their monster in defense to play around the Lightning Storm. Yeah. That's our semi-limit. So yeah, we're going to the unlimited now. So the first unlimited is Gen X Ally Birdman. Last time I saw this card being played was, I think, Harpy. With Harpy and the Miss Valley, the field spell. But yeah, it wouldn't do much now, considering how fast the meta it is. I think this wouldn't be an impactful card in the following meta. Next, the Jackalope. I think this is the last danger in here, in the ban list. Yeah, so another support for the Dark World. Nice. Next is the Spiral Resort. Spiral Resort is a very good card, but still we have Quick Fix at 1. So Quick Fix is the best card of the Spiral deck. And with it at limited, I don't think Spiral will do much, since I think the Quick Fix is the only card in the Forbidden Limited list now for Spiral. But yeah, nice that they have the third copy of Resort, but Quick Fix still the heart of soul and soul of the deck. Next, we have the Widow Anchor. So Sky Striker Widow Anchor at 3. I was expecting Kagari to be back at 2. Sky Striker got hit technically last ban list with the Fiber getting banned, so they don't have access to Fiber, to Veiler, to Celine, to access code anymore. And the Keldo Mudora is just very annoying for Sky Striker because they're just returning the spell cards from the graveyard back to the deck. So Sky Striker lost access to their secondary effects because they need 3 spell cards in the grave, and with Mudora and Keldo playing the pest of as they do, it removes the secondary effects of Sky Striker, and Ray as well. They just return Ray back to the deck. They also have a bad matchup in the Sprite because the opponent can just go Sprite Giant, use effect, and then attack the Link Monster. Ray won't be summoned because it's a level 4, and it locks both you and the opponent from summoning other level except level 2 and rank 2. So yeah, nice that they have Widow Anchor now at 3, and with the upcoming set, I think in the December set, they will have a new support for Sky Striker. So still hoping for semi-limited Kagari, and this is a step towards that, having 3 Widow Anchor. And lastly, we have the Magical Meltdown. So Invoke hasn't been used since the the Dogmatica engine. Having this at 3 doesn't change much, but it gives Invoke at least the third copy of Meltdown. Meltdown is very good, but in the current format, I don't think this would be doing any huge impact. So that's that for the ban list. So for the cards that I think should have been here, of course, as I mentioned earlier, Kelbeck and Modora should have been here as well. I think they did well with the list. They hit Ishizu, but not as much, so they can still be used. Sprite really got hit a lot, even with the Swap Frog. This is one questionable hit. This is very unnecessary anymore. I think another card that I think should be here was the Raigeki. Raigeki is very annoying at 3. So yeah. other cards that I think should be here. I was mentioning earlier, when I was talking to my friends, I think Red Eyes Dragoon should have been back. But in exchange of course, limiting the Red Eyes Fusion. Because without Verte, they wouldn't be consistent as they used to. Because if they really want to play the Dragoon package, they have to play it with the Red Eyes inside. They'll be putting a lot of bricks in the deck. And with the current cards that we have, it's very easy to deal with Dragoon now. We have the droplets, we have tactic talents, we even have Zooking to counter Dragoon. In TCG, they have Dragoon at 3, if I'm not mistaken. Without Verte, I don't think it would be consistent, but yeah, I think we deserve to have Dragoon back. What else did I miss? I don't think I missed anything else. I think this is a very good list, and props to Konami for giving us a huge list that would impact the meta very well. But seeing this list, still, Tearlaments could be still tier 1. It really depends on what new cards that will be released in the next set, if they will compete against the Tearlaments. So, yeah. So, my prediction, Tearlaments stay as top tier. And maybe Beasted could challenge them at the top. So, who knows? So, that's it guys for this video. Hope you enjoy. Like, share, and subscribe. And I just want to mention, happy 2,000 subscribers. So, finally hit that mark. And we hope that you continue to support this channel and other contents that we have. So, now we have the One Piece as part of our content. We will also be continuing our Digimon contents, and as well, of course, as the beloved Yu-Gi-Oh card game. So, that's it guys. Hope you enjoy. Peace.